Hello everybody, my name is Glisteria and welcome to the draft analysis for the Sunderland Score Bunnies TCL Season 7. I'm your head coach for the Sunderland Score Bunnies, and we actually have an assistant coach this season, which is John. Yes, my soul partner. We are in different divisions, so we decided to try and get each other to the playoffs where we'll be able to face each other. So, anyway, for the draft, I'm going to try and get this as quick as possible. First pick for the draft, I took Glisteria. Not gonna lie, surprised it got to me because there was like 10 drafts before me. But Glisteria, really good mon. It's got really good defenses with 130 in physical and 110 in special. Amazing attack with 145 and good base HP. Its speed allows for it to be played in Trick Room because if you just get rid of all the speed, 65, 100 nature is probably 62. Its ability, Chilling Name, basically Moxie, very, very good. It gets access to moves like Iron Defense, Protect, Sword Dance, Taunt, which allows for it to last a bit longer and potentially hit a bit harder. And it also gets access to moves such as Icicle Crash, great stab move. It also gets access to Stomping Tantrum, which can go well with Icicle Crash if it misses. Throat Chop, Body Press, which is going to be a great one because of its high defense. And double, I mean, you're not going to be using double kick realistically. Smart Strike, great one, covers for rock. Outrage, close combat, also very good ones. So overall, I think that is a strong first pick. Now the next pick is Slowbro Galar, and one I'm a lot more familiar with. Good stats overall, high, pretty much the exact same base HP as Glisteria, with equal attack and special attack allows for it to be more of a mixed attacker. It's got the exact same base speed as Glisteria, so if we just get rid of all, we get 65. A little bit weak on the specially defensive side, but certainly physically bulky. Its abilities Quick Draw, On Tempo, and Regenerator. Regenerator obviously being probably the best pick if you combine that with Black Sludge, you get a lot of HP restoration. Its status moves are very good, getting stuff like Calm Mind. It can get this Light Screen, Yawn is a good one as well, Thunder Wave, Slack Off probably being one of the best ones, Nasty Plot as well, Protect. Basically, you can just make this a wall of a Pokemon, but let's not forget it also can hit hard, having 3, 2, 8 special attack or attack, depending on the set you put in it. Gets access to high power moves such as Sludge Wave, Psychic, Sludge Bomb, Surf, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Shell Sidearm, Muddy Water for the accuracy drops, Hydro Pump if you want to go for Coil, because I do think it gets Coil. Whoops, that was the wrong button. But yeah, it gets good access to special moves. Obviously, also getting like Shadow Ball, Brine, you can bring it in as a late sweeper. And it says Backspace, but Backspace ain't working. So physical moves it gets also pretty good, although not as good as a special in my opinion. Access to Iron Tail, good one. Earthquake, very good one. Liquidation, Body Slam, Zen Headbutt, Poison Jab, Dig, Dive, Drain Punch, just to make it even more annoying to deal with. So yeah, gets good moves overall. A very solid mon. The third pick for me was Salamence. I did get sniped on this one. I was going to pick Tapu Bulu, but unfortunately John sniped me. But Salamence, very good stats overall, obviously being, I'm pretty sure it is a pseudo-legendary, but having great stats, base 95 HP, bulky in both sides, having 80 in special and physical, speed being one of the fastest mons so far, and having good special attack and very good attack. Its ability is obviously being Intimidate, which is good for just lowering physical attackers, and Moxie, of course, being an incredibly good one to get sweeping. Stats moves, obviously, Dragon Dance, a really good one. Tailwind can help, but in my case, it won't be too useful. Wish, obviously, very useful for support. Toxic as well, just to annoy people. Roost, a very good one as well, basically a slack off. However, it does mean you can get hit by ground type moves. Protect, obviously, another good one. Horn Claws, very good if you go for risky moves that could potentially miss. Special moves it gets, speaking of risky moves that could potentially miss, Draco Meteor, one that can miss, Fire Blast, another one, but access to very good special moves overall. Ones that stick out, Draco Meteor, Air Slash, and Flamethrower. Fire Blast, maybe. I don't like low accuracy moves. On the physical side, it gets pretty good moves overall, getting access to Outrage, of course, Stone Edge, Earthquake, very good moves, getting a bit of stab there. Fly being the best physical move for him, so not good access to his other stab, but it's alright. He does get dual wing beat though, which is basically 80 base power. Also getting moves like Brick Break, Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, all good moves overall. Also, really liking the shiny. Next up, my fourth pick was Umbreon. Umbreon is a very good wall of a Pokemon, just as Slowbro Galar is, but a lot more defensive. So HP very high, attack and special attack not so high. It ain't the slowest mon, but it certainly isn't the fastest. But its bulk is where it comes in, being able to have like 350 special bulk and 300 physical bulk. Its abilities, Synchronize, very good for just annoying people, although Inner Focus is probably another really good one, because the set you're more than likely going to be running, and everyone knows Toxic Stall, Wish. Toxic Wish Protect is pretty much the move you're going to be going for, although you've got access to Yawn, obviously Toxic and Wish, and Protect, ignore the dog. Curse Baton Pass is banned, unfortunately. Moonlight, and 1 second. Was not expecting to find a toaster at the door. Anyway, so as I was saying, good, overall very good moves on the support side. The attacking moves, obviously not going to be doing as well, but Dark Pulse, good move, Psychic, good move, Shadow Ball, good move overall. Does get access to Dream Eater, which could combine well with Yawn. Physical moves, Body Slam, Crunch, pretty good physical moves, not gonna lie. Foul Play, obviously one that you can run. Sucker Punch being another one in case you don't have speed. But yeah, overall, pretty good moveset. The fifth pick, I'm going to try and catch my breath a bit, was Hippowdon. I realized I needed a ground type because there is one team in the other division which has Regieleki and Tapu Koko. So, you know, that's going to be fun to deal with if I have to face him in the playoffs. Anyway, this mon is incredibly physically bulky, not too bad on the specially defensive side. Obviously, speed, it's a bit faster than the other hard-hitting mons, but not as fast. Well, just a tiny bit faster. Obviously, high attack and defense, very good stats on the physical side. Sand Force, if I decide to ever run that, I'm probably not going to run Sandstream unless I might, but it could probably hurt me more than it does help me. Obviously, status move Slack Off is a good one. Yawn is a good one. Stealth Rock, it can be a Stealth Rock setter. Protect being another good one. Toxic as well. So yeah, good status moves. On the special moves, you're not going to be running these, but it does get decent access to these, like Earth Power, Muddy Water, Scorching Sands, Water Pulse being the best ones. On the physical side, it does get a lot of coverage, having Superpower, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Iron Tail, Body Slam, Iron Head, Body Press, a lot of fighting and steel type moves. And it does get access to the Elemental Fangs, Fire, Ice, and Thunder, giving it just a bit more coverage. If you want, you can run Revenge on this. It wouldn't be a bad idea, base 120 with no drawbacks, except you have to be hit last. But with this kind of speed, it ain't too much of a problem. Now, my sixth pick, and probably my favorite pick, the one I think was the best, is Milotic. Milotic is such a good mon. John used it last season, and it helped him a ton. So here's to hoping Milotic does the same for me. Base 95 HP, I'm pretty sure not a single mon has gone under base 95 HP at the moment. Not the best attack, but that isn't too much of an issue. 79 defense, which ain't too bad. 125 special defense, so it can tank some electric moves. Speed, not the worst. It can get to 261, around about 280 with the beneficial nature, I think. and special attack being 100. So good stats for its bulky special sweeper. The abilities it gets: Marble Scale, good for boosting defense. Competitive, very good if the foe is using stat lowering moves. And Cute Charm, which is 50-50 if it's going to be good or not. The stats moves it gets access to: Coil being a good one if you want to run Hydro Pump. Dragon Dance, not the greatest one, but still very good. Toxic, Recover being a very good one. It does get Confuse Rate, which can be pretty useful, but also risky at the same time. Does get access to Light Screen as well. Toxic, I've already mentioned. So yeah, good status moves to help it just be a bit more survivable. On the special side, obviously Blizzard, Hydro Pump, if you combine them with Coil, that'll be very good. Because that'll make you a bit more bulky and a bit more accurate. Obviously, you're getting Surf, Muddy Water, Dragon Pulse, very good moves. Brine can come in as a late game sweeper as long as mons are damaged. And yeah, those are most of the special moves you're going to be running. You can potentially run Disarming Voice, but you're gonna I have coverage for Dragon anyway in this mon with ice moves. Obviously on the physical side, in case you want to try and run that, you get access to Waterfall, Iron Head, Dive, Facade, Skitter Smack, which is interesting. It stops special sweepers from being as good. Brutal Swing, Skitter Smack being very good against a Alakazam, because that will hinder it a lot. You can do Dragon Tail, maybe. That wouldn't be too bad of a play, but yeah, overall, it's built for a special attacking mon. Now, my next pick, 7th, I think, Marowak Alola. There's a fun story behind this. 3 people were doing a trade with each other. One would draft a Charizard, one would draft a Blacephalon, and they'd all trade. Someone would bring a Terrakion to the trading table. And I was the 2 drafts before the person who was doing this, and I could have stolen Blacephalon because we were all in the call, and I cheesed the heck out of it. I was just taking the mick, and it was hilarious. Anyway, back to the stat analysis. HP, decent HP, the lowest HP, I think, of the bunch. Yep, tied with the lowest HP of all the mons. Speed, 45, not the fastest. Special defense, decent at 80. Obviously, you're going to be hitting on the special side. Special attack 50, not going to be doing that too much. Attack 80, not too bad. And defense 110, very good defense. Abilities it gets very, very good abilities. With Curse Body, very good. Lightning Rod, obviously giving it an electric immunity in case you don't bring a ground type, because they have a lot of ground coverage. And Rock Head, so it stops recoil damage. And it also has a built-in huge power item. This thing doubles its attack. Very, very good. So status moves, it's obviously going to be getting Will-O-Wisp Toxic, which is very good. Stealth Rock, so it can be another Stealth Rock set. Perish Song can be interesting. You can run a Perish Song set on this. Swords Dance, another good one. Iron Defense, in case you want to make it just a bit more bulky. Curse, if you want to try that. Next up, the 8th pick, we have Serena. This was originally a Credilli, but this became available, so I free agent traded it out. HP 72, not terrible. Attack 120, pretty good. Very good on the defensive side, balanced at 98 on each. Speed, not the slowest mon. Certainly got a decent amount of speed to that. Outspeed quite a few mons. Its abilities, Leaf Guard, not the best. Queenly Majesty is pretty good, but Sweet Veil, in my opinion, is probably going to be the best one for this. Now, the status moves it gets, it unfortunately doesn't get Leech Seed, but it does get the screens, so I can run screens on this: Protect, Rest, Sleep Talk, Substitute, Synthesis, Taunt, and Toxic. Very good stat spawn. I do have quite a lot of them on my team. The special side, it doesn't have a lot. It's only got like Leaf Storm, Solar Beam, Grass Knot, Energy, Ball, Dazzling Gleam, so not the best. Does have a bit of fairy coverage, which is pretty good. But the physical side, it's got a lot of moves. Fling being a one that I'm probably not going to use. High Jump Kick and Solar Blade being very good. Solar Blade with Leaf Guard is not bad at all. It does get Rapid Spin, which gives me just a bit more hazard clearing. Also get moves like Razor Leaf, Glassy Glide, and Trop Kick. Seed Bomb, very good moves. U-Turn, again, a very good move. And if it decides to burn me, I do have Facade. I also have Knockoff. So overall, pretty good physical attacking Mon, which can take a little bit of damage. Now, the ninth pick, another one of my favorite picks, is Stack Attacker. This boy is slow, but that do not matter for the Stack Attacker. This boy has a minimum of 29 speed, if I am not mistaken. 27, actually, even better. And boy, does this guy have a lot of defense, max defense being 573. That is ridiculous. Special defense being pretty good. You're going to want to hit it on the specially defensive side because you are not doing any physical damage unless you get a crit. Attack, very good as well. HP, not the best, but it's got the defenses to make up for it. Being an Ultra Beast, it does have Beast Boost. So if I get a KO, and can I even... It's going to be defense. You cannot not have a Beast Boost defense Stack Attacker. It's just not happening. Like, you can get close. You can get 361 attack, which is not bad by any means, but it's just outshone by the defense. Now, status moves, it can get Iron Defense, very good. It can get both these screens. You probably is not going to do that. Rock Polish, you're not going to be doing that. Stealth Rock, very good. Toxic, of course, good. And Trick Room. This is where this Mon is very good in Trick Room. Slowbro Galar can use Trick Room. Stack Attacker can use Trick Room. And there might be one more Mon on my team that can actually have the move. Obviously, Glisteria is going to be very good in Trick Room as well. So, on the special side, which you are not going to be running, it gets, to be honest, it gets good moves, but it just doesn't have a lot of moves, and they're not too good. Like, they're good, but not good, if you know what I mean. Obviously, on the physical side, it's looking very nice. Heavy Slam, Heat Crash, Double Edge, Superpower, Steel Roller, very good. This would have worked so well with Tapu Bulu. And it also gets Gyro Ball. This is going to be slower than a lot of Mons, if not all Mons. So it's got a high chance of running 150 on Gyro Ball, 150 base power. Not quite sure how that's calculated, but you know, it is good. Body Slam, obviously another good move. Body Press, which is going to be the fighting type move you are running. Because if you one-shot with a Body Press, it's going to raise your attack with Beast Boost, and you're going to do more damage with the next one. So obviously, once this thing gets going, it's going to take a very physically bulky special attacking Mon to stop it. Because if it gets going, high chance it's going to be difficult to stop. Obviously, getting access to low power moves as well, but they aren't the best. Stomping Tantrum, not bad if you have a move with low accuracy, but I mean, Stone Edge Stomping Tantrum is not a bad idea, but I would rather run Earthquake. The 10th pick, not gonna lie, I took this for defog only. If I find another good fairy type to take on the team, I will grab it. But this isn't too bad of a Mon. 60 HP, obviously it's terrible on the defensive side. Special attack is not bad at all, and speed, it's the fastest Mon on my team. Obviously, Honey Gather has no competitive use, so I'm not going to be using that. Shield Dust is pretty good, and Sweet Veil is also pretty good as well. Status moves, this is going to be a support Mon more than likely. Does this thing get Trick Room? I don't know. Gets Trick, but maybe not Trick Room. This thing can run both of these screens. It can run Quiver Dance, which is very nice. Protect. Can't run Baton Pass because that is banned. Stun Sport, Sticky Web is very good, but if I'm running a Trick Room team, it's not going to be the best idea. Toxic, obviously a very good one. Substitute if I want to go for Stall. Very good access to status moves there. Special moves, this is the moves you're going to be running. Infestation, Toxic, not a bad move to have. Fairy Wind, obviously not the best. Struggle Bug, good for stopping special sweepers. Um, the moves that you're more than likely going to be using, Dazzling Gleam, very good. Pollen Puff, only good if it's in double battles. Psychic, very good. Energy Ball, very good. Bug Buzz is probably the bug type move you're going to be using. Moonblast probably is the fairy type move you're going to be using. Does get access to Dream Eater as well, which is very, very nice. Now the last mon. There was two mons in this slot, both of which incredibly memey. You got obviously Blaziken here at the moment, which is my mascot, my boy, my bread, and my butter, which isn't Mimikyu, actually. Didn't draft that. John drafted it this season. So, we kind of swapped our best Mons, although technically Slowbro Galar was best Mon, but do not tell Mimikyu that. So yeah, obviously Blaziken is here now, but originally I did have Stunfisk just for an extra bit of electric coverage. And obviously does a lot against water as well, because looking at my team, water I don't have a lot of coverage for. Anyway, good stats overall, 80 base HP, not bad at all. It can be decently fast, of course. Special attack, very good. Attack, very good. I can run a mixed set on this. Abilities, I can only use Blaze because we banned Speed Boost, unfortunately, for me. Can't have my amazing boy. Gets access to Bulk Up, very good. Defog, of course, maybe. Detect, very good as well. Protect, of course. I'm probably going to be running that. Raw, in case I ever have spikes. Gets access to Toxic and Will-O-Wisp, very good. Gets access to Swords Dance as well. Rest, Sleep Talk, if I ever want to try that. Sunny Day, not a bad move at all. But yeah, pretty good status moves on that side. Special moves, obviously, I can run mixed, so it's good to look at both of these. Flamethrower, pretty good. Heat Wave, pretty good, but I'd rather run Flamethrower for the accuracy. Focus Blast, very good special fighting type move, but Aura Sphere is just amazing. You do get Fire Spin, which is very nice. Marowak Alola also gets Fire Spin and Perish Song, so that could be something I can do. Scorching Sands, not a bad ground type move, gives it a bit more coverage. Fire Pledge, if I have anyone with Water Pledge, which I do not think I do, then that'll be alright. Now, the physical side, it is a bit more physically heavy, so these moves can be very good to use. Focus Punch, very good. Of course, it requires me to not take damage, so if I get him to be asleep, then that's very nice. Close combat, an incredible fighting type move. Flare Blitz, not bad. Brave Bird gives me a bit more coverage. High Jump Kick, very good, but can hinder me a lot. Stone Edge Earthquake, very good move. Stone Edge gives me a bit more flying type coverage. And Ice I can already deal with incredibly well. Poison Jab, in case I wanted to deal with a fairy type, but that would be an issue. Body Slam, not bad as well. Dig Strength. Crush Claw, not the best, but still decent. Thunder Punch, very good, gives me water and flying type coverage as well. Brick Break destroys screens. Fire Punch, very good. U-Turn, very good. Night Slash gives crits, crits, crits. Overall, his fighting type moves are very good at coverage. So yeah, that is my drafted team. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the draft. I do have a few changes I wouldn't mind making. Like getting Ribombi out and getting another fairy type in would be very nice, because my Dragonsteel Fairy core isn't the worst, but Ribombi is certainly dragging it down. Stack Attacker is, of course, very situational. If they've got a lot of special attackers, then he's in a bit of a pinch. But Ribombi certainly has some work it could do. Overall, the speed of my team is also a concern. Obviously, I've got Blaziken, which is pretty fast. I've got Ribombi, which gets over 300, which is not bad at all. Serena, 243, Milotic, 261, and Salamence, 299. Salamence also gets over 300, only with the beneficial nature, though. So, I mean, speed situation is not the worst. I've got 4 Mons, which can be pretty fast. Overall, my physical and special attacking is split 6 to 4, I'm pretty sure, which is good because it means I've got a lot more coverage, and obviously I have got balanced. I've got sorry, not balanced. I've got people who can run both in the same set, so I can go split on attack and special attack. So yeah, overall pretty happy with the draft. Of course, improvements can be made to every draft, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the draft analysis video. I will be having my first battle against Takes Zelfie later today. John is going to be in the call, so hope you guys look forward to that. And the video will probably be going up Friday or Saturday. So, I will see you guys in the battle. Bye-bye.